How's it going, everybody? Today I'll be showing you how to replace the cabin air filters on a Gen 2 Mazda 3. That's going to be years 2010, 2013. Air filters look like this. I'll put a link down below for the exact ones that I used. It's a very straightforward job. All you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver and a little bit of patience. This entire job is going to take place in the passenger side footwell. So in order to make it a little bit easier, let's go ahead and scoot the seat back as far back as it goes, clean off anything you have on the ground here, and let me show you how to get it done. So here we are in the passenger side footwell. For orientation's sake, the glove box is right here, and here is sort of close to the center console. See here, there's a little line. This is going to be the panel we need to remove, so we're just going to pull on the bottom here, and it should just pop out like so, and then we will pull it backwards like this to remove, and we'll put this to the side. Now that we have this cover removed, we need to get to the very back of this sort of area here, and there's going to be two screws, two Phillips head, one here, a little bit inside the recesses. They're a little hard to see. I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit to show you. You can see right there. It's not going to be this one that's showing. It's going to be these two here that are a little bit recessed. One here and the other one here. And we're just going to get those removed. One and two. Okay, so if we just kind of push up and then pull down, this will be released. It's still held on by that electrical connector right here, which we can either leave or we can remove. I'm going to remove it just to have a little bit extra space to work. Just like so. Now, to give ourselves a little more access, there's this panel right here, which is going to sort of be in the way of the filters coming out. So it's held on by three sort of tabs. The first one's right here. So you're just going to sort of pull kind of up and towards you, and it will eventually sort of disengage from the little screw that it's on right there. Just like that. Okay. And then on the top here, we have two more of these tabs, which we're just going to press right here. That will loosen there. And then there's one more right here. Just press, where is it? Right there. Press there. And this whole panel should come off to give us more space to work. And then this is looking quite gross. You can see all these leaves and dust. This has not been changed in a long time. This is my friend's car. So let's reach into there. There's two different filters. Okay, now we can go ahead and grab our old filter. And this one is quite dirty and full of leaves and stuff. This is, I think, original to the car. It's a Mazda official one, and this car is 160,000 miles. So unfortunately, I think this is a pretty old filter. We got a bunch of stuff in here that we're going to want to vacuum out later. So this is the bottom one, and then there's going to be a top one that's right above it. It's also in the same orientation. They're both going to be like this. So that's the bottom one. That comes out. And then the top one needs to sort of come down, and then it comes out the same way. And this one, oh God, that is gross. That is gross. I am glad I'm cleaning this. Now, before we put our new one in, I'm just going to reach in here and kind of get as much of this stuff out as I can, this dust and leaves and stuff. It's a little hard to get access in there, but you could probably get a vacuum. If you have a shop vac, you could probably vacuum out in here, get as much as you can out, and just make sure that it's all totally clean before you put the new one in. Now, if you look here, this is the orientation in which they came out. This is the first one, so the bottom one, and then this is the top one. A little bit confusing or counterintuitive, but the bottom one has an arrow at the top. So this one came out first, and it came out like this. And so this is going to be at the top of that. And then this is the top one, but it has this arrow at the bottom. And so they sort of fit in like this, if you will. And the two arrows are going to end up being sort of side by side. So this one goes in first, the top one with the arrow at the bottom. Confusing, I know. And then second, we're going to put in the bottom one with the arrow at the top. You can also distinguish them by the fact that the top one has this little foam right here, which is going to seal up against the top. So this new one, this is a Bosch one, not the Mazda one, but it also has that foam, and then it has the arrow over here at the bottom, as you can see. Okay, so we're gonna take our new one, again confirming that the arrow is at the bottom and the arrow is gonna be facing the seats. So the point of the arrow is gonna be pointing towards the seats where you are sitting. The foam goes on top. And we're just going to slide this back into here. And then sort of reach up, and it actually should stay there. If you just kind of slide it up, there's a little bit of a groove it'll fit in. Then we'll take our second one, and that should just slide in right after the first one. You may need to kind of reach in there and make sure that the first one is fully seated. Good, just doing something very tedious.
Tedious and annoying also?
Yes. Okay, so once you get the first one started and kind of lifted up in there, you have to kind of hold it up. You'll feel it sort of catch. There's a sort of groove, as you can see here, on the top of the bottom one and a little gap on the bottom of the top one that this groove sort of fits in. So they sort of stack on top of each other, like so. And so basically once you have the top one in and lift it up, you just have to sort of slide this one into that groove, and it should just fit in like that. And there we go. The filters are replaced. Let's go ahead and reinstall our cover. So now we can go ahead and reconnect this electrical connector. Make sure it clicks in like so. In order to get this piece back on, there's a little hinge right here at the front, as you can see, that it opens up like this with this tab right here. So you need to fit the white piece up here. You'll see it as you get in. There's a sort of white kind of rectangular piece, which is going to fit inside this gap right here. And then once you have that inserted and clicked into place, you can then install the two screws at the bottom. Like so, hear the click, and then we can take our two screws here, and we're just going to put those back where they go. There we go. Then we can take this piece, and you notice here there's a little bit of a sort of tab which is going to need to fit in back here. There's going to be a little gap for it, and that's just going to fit in right like so. At which point we can then click in the other two tabs. There's gonna be two tabs, one here and one here, and that is all put back together. Then the final thing we need to do is reinstall this piece here. And we can start off with the front ones, 1 and 2, and the rear one should also just clip in like that. There we go. So for this front one, just make sure these two tabs are engaged, and then the back one should kind of fit over the screw or bolt that is showing through. So there you have it, Mazda 3 cabin air filters. These are pretty disgusting, and if you haven't checked yours in a long time, I would venture that they're gonna look similar to this. So once a year, once every 18 months, take them out, replace them. They're cheap. It's relatively straightforward, a little frustrating because the space to work is quite limited, but I got this done in about 10 minutes. It really shouldn't take you much longer than that. So I hope the video is helpful. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Again, the parts that I use will be in the description if you want to buy the same one that I used. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.